Good morning, beloveds. It was not a good day in the park today. I don't know. I was fine for the 3 days of rain at the first part of the week, but whatever front came in yesterday, I just ache. And I ache everywhere. And so I went to the park, I saw some squirrels, I walked, but now I hurt. So I'm afraid I might take several naps today because it just hurts. That being said, it wasn't a bad day in the park. So it's like no day in the park is a bad day. It just, wasn't a good day. We did see some blue jays. Only one accepted a peanut. We saw a few more squirrels this week. And the squirrels were actually accepting peanuts today. So that was fun. We did get a brief minute of sun. So that was nice, but it was very, very windy in the park. So, but we did see a hawk too. It was flying really low, flew across the path in front of us, then across the road and into the other park that's directly across the street. Same park, just south side, and landed on a trash can. But it was too far away for me to get a picture, so. And the one blue jay that I could have gotten a picture of was too fast for me. So I didn't get a picture of the blue jay. Or at least not a good one. I got some pictures of them up in the tree, but I don't know that you can tell that they're blue jays. Because they're mostly shadow pictures. They're still interesting pictures. So, alright. But it is January 27th. Our title is Baptism of Spirit. And our author is Malinda Elliott Cramer from 1890. And this was published in Present at the Beginning in 2004. So, all right. Baptism of Spirit. Listen to the voice of Spirit. Rewind. Let's try this again. Baptism of Spirit. Listen to the voice of Spirit. Thy life is myself. I am thy mind, will and faith. I am thy love, truth and wisdom, and thou hast no other. I am the only creator, maker of all things. I am everywhere under all circumstances. In me are all worlds seated, and I pervade them all. There is nothing real in all the universe but me. Come unto me, claim me for thyself, believe that there is no being but me, and thou wilt do my will and act as I act, and thou wilt find rest in me. There is no life in thought not born of me, or which does not represent my divine being. Impersonal thought, word, and deed are born of me. I recognize no other. I know no lack of perfection, knowledge, and power. I am wholesome to all, and they who see me as I see and think, my thoughts come unto me and are glorified in my truth. For they that believeth shall do the things that I do. Dear child, thou art radiant with my being. For thou art one with me. Thou art free, peaceful, and harmonious. Thy work is finished. Thou hast returned in consciousness and understanding from thy journeying through the land of effects, ignorance, and doubt. The Sabbath day has come. Thou art at rest in the full consciousness that the kingdom is within thee, and that thou art in the kingdom, power, and glory, drinking the blessed truth of the perfect being in me. I did say it was written in 1890. Okay. Malinda Cramer is one of the ancestors. I believe she was one of Ernest Holmes' teachers. I think she's divine in science, but I'm not going to swear to that. The name I know, and like I said, I know she's one of, I believe she was one of Ernest's teachers. So I know she's an ancestor in New Thought, one of our roots. And would we talk about hardball metaphysics? That is hardball metaphysics. That is hardball that is a statement in fact of there's only God. There's only God. She set out to write a statement from the perspective of the I am. That there is nothing but. And which is kind of central to our teaching. The fact that there's nothing but the I am. And that we want to raise our thoughts to that level. We want to raise our thoughts to, in the Christian tradition, they have, what would Jesus do? Well, yeah. What would God do? Yeah, it's on a much more impersonal level, because Jesus is warm and fuzzy and God is not. And I understand that God can be a trigger word. So, because she didn't even use God. One time she gets close, she says creator. It's so we can go back a couple of authors to that we are the beloved expression of the divine. Okay? We are the beloved expression of the divine. Well, what Malinda is doing is speaking from the divine perspective, reminding us that is where we want to center ourselves. We don't want to center ourselves in what I call the squishy human experience. We don't want to center ourselves in the squishy human experience. We want to enjoy the squishy human experience, but we don't want to center ourselves here because this is not where we're from and it's not where we're going to stay. So what we want to do is center ourselves in the divine. And when we center ourselves in the divine, we recognize the unity. That we are a point of light in a bigger light. That we are a knot in the net. That's a fishing metaphor. Not, we're a knot in the net. So it's all one big net. And the divine is the cord. And we are the little knots in the cord that where we have where a consciousness has coalesced and become individualized, yet not separate. A consciousness has become conscious of itself to have experiences that the divine couldn't have without us. And when we start to talk like that, one, it's metaphysical. Two, it's hardball metaphysical. And three, it's quantum. We're getting up into that quantum. But it's not personal. And so when we read things like that, it's not personal. And it's not meant to be personal. It's meant to rise us above the personal. It's meant to rise us above the squishy human and into the truth of the center of our being. What our core experience is. All the experiences that we're having now are great and wonderful and in no way am I discounting them, but it's a reminder that we are going to go home eventually. And so what we want to do is make sure that we've maintained that connection with home so that when the time comes, we don't get lost. Okay? Now, no one is ever truly lost, but we can think we are. We can create that, and that's part of that squishy human experience. We can create that illusion of being lost. We can create that illusion of separation. It's not true. It is never true, but it can feel it. And it's not a pleasant feeling. It's not a pleasant feeling to feel separated. It's not a pleasant feeling to feel lost. And so Malinda is reminding us that, and that's the point of regular spiritual practice, is to create that well-worn path to the center of our being, to the source of our being, to the truth of our being, to go there regularly. And there's two reasons to do it. One, so we don't get lost, so we don't get caught up in that illusion, so that when the time comes. And two, to remember the truth about ourselves and everyone else. To absolutely remember. We want to make regular trips to the source of our own being so that we always remember who we are. When we remember who we are, we move through the squishy human experience differently. We are conscious. We make efforts to consider other people. We recognize the unity. So we recognize that when other people are suffering, that we all are suffering. And so it behooves us to alleviate suffering in any form that we can. And it also, I would argue, it also is about shared joy. When we recognize the unity, then we also get the opportunity to share joy. When others are joyful and happy, it's like, oh, you're joyful and happy. Well, I get to be joyful and happy with you because I get to be joyful and happy for you. So it's not just about shared suffering, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is, but it is a recognition. And so Malinda is calling us to a higher vibration, that source of our own being, to recognize that all there is the divine. And the more we recognize our place in the divine, because we have a place in the divine, there is no one who does not have a place in the divine, then the better off we are. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to let it go there. I'm going to let it go with that. That was, yeah. Okay. And then the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is drinking the blessed truth of your perfect being in the divine. Drinking the blessed truth. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means go to the fountain. Go to the fountain and be refreshed. Go to the source of your own being and be refreshed in who you are. It's what Amit Goswami would say, that you went and had a look at the blueprints and came back with a better idea of who you are. Go look at the blueprints. Go to the source of your own being and say, show me the blueprints. What is it that I'm like? Who am I at the source of my being? Who am I at the source of my being? And see what the divine tells you. So go drink at the fountain. All right, that is the mission today, should we choose to accept it. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day. Do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. Self-care is a spiritual practice. If you are going to live a life of service, which we do, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must take care of yourself. My end goal by reminding you to do it every day is that eventually everything you do for yourself and others is loving, kind, and compassionate, especially the hard stuff. Doing the easy stuff, lovingly, kindly, and compassionately, is easy. The harder stuff, that's where we really want to put that work, to do loving, kind, and compassionate things for ourselves. It's like when somebody insults you, don't pick the insult up and rub it all over you. You know, go do something loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself. Remind yourself that that is not the truth of your being. That is what the spiritual practice is about. Reminding yourself that the source of your being is divine. That's what Malinda was reminding us today. The source of our being is divine. Let's act like it. Let's act like the beloved expressions of the divine that we are. Let's act like the beloved children of the divine that we are. And how do we do that? Take a deep breath before we speak. Take a deep breath before we speak. There are some really famous people out there who just say ugly things all the time. And I'm just like, no, you know, no. That is not that is not who you are. It's who you're showing yourself to be, but it's not who you are. You know, so take a deep breath. You will never speak to anybody as much as you speak to yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to not say what you are going to have to make amends for, especially to yourself. Okay? Take a walk, take a nap, take a break. Take a walk. Okay? One, I do actually mean go get your blood moving, get your oxygen moving, you know. But two, I also mean walk away from a situation. Walk to a new situation. You can take it as a metaphor. Take a nap. I literally mean that. I intend to take one today. My whole right from my hip down into my ankles telling me off today. There will be at least one nap. I also have, when you saw Foster, who will enforce the nap. They will come, they will sit in my lap, they will make me warm, and I will drift off, because that's what cats do for me. That started back when I had knee surgery, and one cat, she was better than the painkillers. She was better than the painkillers. So, from the knee surgery. Yeah. Okay. I still miss that cat. Her name was Mouse. She was a sweetheart. Okay. And then, take a break. Sometimes when we get stuck, we need to just go do something else. And then we can come back with a fresh perspective. So take a break. All right. There are many other loving, kind, and compassionate things that you can do. You are your own best test subject. Practice on yourself. Please. Like I said, my end goal is that everything you do be loving, kind, and compassionate. So I also want to remind you to eat dessert first. I do literally mean that, but I also mean it metaphorically. Don't save the good stuff, okay? Your life is a special occasion. Please treat it as such. Don't wait for a special occasion. Make the occasion special. Hey, baby girl. Gabby just joined us. Gabby's over 100 in cat years. Literally, she's 18. You okay, baby girl? So, and I'm surprised she hasn't screamed at me yet because she has no inside voice. I also want to remind you to make room for joy. You can see that they are my joy. They are, you know, living works of art in the house that occasionally they're up on the carpet. But having them being with them is joy. It is absolute joy. And no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in your life, you deserve joy. Make room for it. Make room for it. And there are multiple, you know, as many people on earth as there are ways to create joy. The Dalai Lama and Reverend, I think it's Bishop, Desmond Tutu wrote a book about joy. So, you know, you need some pointers, go read their book. It's, you know, the Dalai Lama is pretty funny. I always enjoy him. And actually, so was Desmond Tutu. May he rest in peace. So, all right. Okay. The rest of the suggestions are basic self-care. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. I did bring my water with me today. Your brain works better. Your body works better. Your skin looks better when you are well hydrated. So hydrate. That's not just water, though. That's got trace minerals, lemon juice, and a little stevia in it. because trace minerals don't taste good, but they are good for you. Sorry, got off track there. Get that early in your day bright light. So it was cloudy and gray when we got to the park. We had that brief, like 5 minutes where the sun actually got out of the clouds, and then the clouds reasserted themselves. So now it's cloudy and gray. But I did get about 5 minutes. And that's what you need. 5 to 10 minutes of bright light early in your day will help to reset your circadian rhythms. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. You can Google it if you want to. And if you need more support than you're getting, like four out of the 5 days this week have been cloudy. So, and looks like we're working on number 6. So if you need more support than you are getting from the light in your house, Google sun lamp or seasonal effect disorder light. Okay, I think you can just buy light bulbs now that will be the right wavelength and the right bright light. So, to help you, 5 to 10 minutes. That's all it takes. It should help you make a world of difference. All right, beloveds. So the end of my self-care is my Ernest Holmes quote. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. What does that mean? 1, it's all God. It's what we've been talking about today. Actually, for the last few days, it's all God. We're all made of the same substance, and that substance is divine. It can't be anything else because, as Malinda said, I am all that is real. It's all God. But it also reminds us that heaven is not a place. Okay? As Ernest said, as quoted by another author, heaven is not a locality. It is not a place we have to get to. It's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. Once we recognize that it is a state of consciousness, a state of mind, it is not a place we have to get to, we can learn to create it for ourselves. And I know people that walk around in that heavenly state of mind all the time. They're mostly happy. And even when things are messy in their lives, they're confident that things will work out. Those are people who know how to create that heavenly state of mind, that heavenly state of consciousness. And the secret is that once you learn how to create it for yourself, nobody can take it away from you, and heaven can become any place you are. Right there. That's the magic. That is the magic. Absolute magic. So please keep that in mind. Heaven is a state of mind, a state of consciousness. And if you want to get there, the best advice I can give you is to listen to Emma Curtis Hopkins. Look for the good and praise it. There's a whole lot of good in your life. And a lot of the times it's a lot of little good. Right now, asleep on the couch next to me is one of my goods. That little black cat that you saw kind of dancing through, he's asleep. Just, crashed out. He's one of my goods. He's one of my goods. That 18-year-old cat that you didn't get to see, she's also one of my goods. My partner is one of my goods. I can sit here and list them off for you. And you can watch me smile as I count them. All right. So please, you want to get that heavenly state of mind, that is a great way to start. Okay. And I guess I'm at the social media part. I get to remind you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. So I commend all of those to you. There's an Instagram, well, I don't have a TikTok. The running Rev Ryan does not have a TikTok. I'm not there yet. But Creative Life has an Instagram, a Facebook, and a YouTube channel. And the running Rev Ryan has all 3 of those as well. And so please feel free to go and like and subscribe and share, because we try and put good content up. And we do broadcast our Sunday services to the Facebook page, but you can also catch them later on YouTube. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channels, then anytime we upload a new video, it'll let you know. All right. I think I'm I think I'm complete. Oh no, I'm going to remind you to email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on our constant contact. So if you want to know what's going on with the center, you'll get one email a week. It's a real person doing it. You don't have time for more than that. And the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it means click here now. Click here now. It'll take you right to the information you want or the person that can help you get it. So, all right. I am now at the part of the broadcast where I encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a know who you are day, a recognize what comes behind the I am statement day, a know that you are a beloved expression of the divine day, a drink from the fountain day, a get to know the truth of your being day, a catter day, a restful day, a get stuff done day, a busy day, a whatever kind of day you need to have day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You're a beloved child of the divine. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light, a divine spark, or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you're a godling, in whom the divine is well pleased and well represented. All right? Take care of yourself, always. Peel back the layers of everything that you've been told you are and get to know who you are at the center. Get to know the person that the divine knows, that God knows, that the divine created. All right? Just peel back the layers of everything you've been told by marketing people, by ad executives, by stereotypes, by archetypes, by gender normatives, by society, by religion, by culture, by politics. Just peel all that away and get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because I can promise you one thing. That person, the person that the divine knows, is good. And probably pretty cool. I hope that's wind and not rain. All right, beloveds. Explore the truth of your being. Make regular trips to the source of your being and explore the truth of your being. All right, beloveds. I'm going to remind you, Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.